Hello, everyone. Hey, it is Heather Chesky. I am coming to you live today from my home studio, which is actually my converted dining room. So it's nothing special, but it's kind of cool. I'm really happy to be coming to you live today. I am going to be sharing something with you that has had a huge impact in my business. So if you're a photographer, keep watching. Go ahead and let me know where you're watching from, and let me know who you are, what you photograph, and all of that good stuff. If you haven't heard of me before, or what I do, I would love just to give a quick intro. My name is Heather Chesky, obvious right there. I actually have been in the photography business, for close to 5-6 years full time. And I started full time actually because I had to. I was laid off from my steady day job quite a few years ago. I had an 8-month-old baby at the time, and basically we're a 2-income family. We needed my income to make ends meet, to pay for diapers, groceries, the car bill, you name it. We just needed 2 incomes. So overnight, I basically lost my job, and I had to make my then hobby status photography into my full-time gig, really just out of nowhere. And I did so much wrong those first few years. I worked so hard and I failed miserably, but I have learned how to actually create a really great business. My studio has hit 6 figures, and I've done that as I've raised my kids. If you're on my email list, you've heard me share before about the struggles my husband has had as well with experiencing a chronic illness. So there was a couple-year period where he was basically bedridden, and I was a single parent still trying to work, make ends meet for my family, and I didn't have a lot of time. I didn't have a lot of energy. I didn't have a lot of funds to grow my business, but I needed to support my family. And that season taught me so many things. And one of them was basically how to market my studio effectively and how to not waste time or money on the things that didn't work, but to really focus in on those key few areas that have the biggest results. And I'm going to talk to you about one of those things today, and I'm really excited about it. So since I've grown my business to a really great point, I've actually started coaching other photographers on how they too can grow their own business, and how they can have more bookings and have consistent 5 to 10K months and be seen as the go-to photographer in their town. And I really love sharing what I've learned, because I believe that the experiences that we've had, especially the struggles, are meant to encourage others who might be in those struggles. So I love sharing what I've learned and what has made the biggest impact on my business and my family life. So today we're actually going to be talking about a simple way to market your studio that will bring in more bookings. And who doesn't want that, guys? I mean, we all want more bookings. We want more consistent bookings. So let's go ahead and talk about marketing for a minute. And I'm just curious, when I say the word marketing, what kind of words or what kind of feelings come up for you? What kind of words do you think about? What comes to mind for you? And if you're like most people, most photographers that I work with, a lot of them say that marketing is really overwhelming, that it might be they might feel clueless when it comes to marketing, or they might feel stressed, or they're just so frustrated because it feels like what they are doing isn't working. If you can relate to any of that, go ahead and let me know. If there's another feeling that you have around marketing, go ahead and type it in the comment section. Let me know how do you feel about marketing? Oftentimes I feel like we don't know what to say or where to start or what to say. We know that we need to post online more, and we feel that pressure to be consistent with our online marketing and posting more on social media. But oftentimes we don't know what to say. We might not feel like we have anything that's Instagram or Facebook worthy. I know I have felt like that. So if you can relate, let me know. And it's either, we feel completely clueless about it, or I've talked to so many photographers who are such go-getters. They are doing everything they know how to do. They have a solid marketing plan in place. They have that strategy. They post consistently. They have a really great website. They go to networking events. They do this, that, and the next thing, and they still hear crickets. They're not getting the results that they want. And so maybe you fall into that category where you are marketing in every single way that you know how to, but you are not booked nearly as much as you would like to be. So if that's you, let me know. Just know that in either one of those scenarios, that's totally normal. I hear it all the time, and I totally get it. So marketing is by far the #1 struggle that I hear photographers make. Really just anybody in the entrepreneurial journey space. Marketing, it can be such a challenge. It's like this big mountain that we have to overcome to reach new goals, to get more clients, to make more money. And it's really tough sometimes. I mean, I know if you're like me, especially within the earlier years of my business, like you want more bookings, you want to be consistently booked or booked out months in advance. You want to make more money. You want to be able to contribute to your family finances, or you want to save up for that dream vacation. And you want to know how to market your business effectively, because bottom line is that the profitability of your business hinges on how well you market your studio. So if you're up for it, I would love to share just one simple tactic today. This is not going to be earth-shattering. Like it's really simple. It has a huge impact, but it's so easy to implement in your business so that you can also get more bookings. And that really is the power of testimonials and basically putting them everywhere. And I know, we hear testimonials like, we're supposed to have them on our website and whatnot. And some people do and some people don't. But I really want to encourage you to just be fanatic about testimonials and post them everywhere, like on your website, on your social media, in your emails, on your printed marketing material, inside your pricing brochures, like everywhere that where a potential client will see, like you need to have testimonials there. And why do I say this? I say this because basically people do what people do. And the thing that testimonials do is they provide reassurance. So they are the social proof that you and your service is amazing, and that testimonial can help turn a prospect into a new client, into a new buyer, into somebody new that you get to photograph. They're that social proof. And before I share what this looks like in terms with your photography business, I want to share a little story that just happened last month. I was gearing up to do a photo shoot with some of my high school senior girls. We were doing a milk bath photo shoot, which is something I've been wanting to do for years. So I got a couple of them together, and I don't have a big bathtub where I could fit, that space would allow for me to, do what I needed to do with the girls who are coming. So what I did is I hopped on Amazon and I decided to purchase a baby pool. And my idea was to set it up outside and just do everything outside where we had plenty of space. So I went on Amazon, I typed in baby pool, and guess how many search results came back? Like over 10,000 baby pools exist on Amazon, FYI, if you ever needed to know. So how in the world did I determine which baby pool to get? Honestly, I looked at the reviews. Whenever I go on Amazon, I type in what I need, and then the first thing I do is go look at the reviews. And I ended up purchasing the one that had not only the highest ranking reviews, but also the one that had the most in quantity. So clearly, Amazon does a fabulous job at this. Basically, every product that's up there has a review, and if it doesn't, I'm going to be leery buying it, and I bet you would be too. So we just have to think about this, like before we invest into something, whether it's a baby pool or whether it's something that's completely custom like photography, or whether it's a new car, or whatever it is, we want to hear what someone experienced. We want to hear the experience from somebody who has done it before, from somebody who's invested in it before. And so before somebody invests into your photography, before they are going to pay hundreds or thousands of dollars over to you, it just makes sense that they're going to want to hear from your past clients what it was like to work with you, what the experience was like, and how, what it did for them. So it just makes sense that testimonials need to be everywhere if you want to get more clients. So let's go ahead and talk about like what makes a good testimonial, because, just having some random words up on your website it's not going to do much good unless you address a couple of different things, which I want to share with you now. So I believe A really great testimonial has two key elements. The first one is that it has a clear before and after. So it basically shows a transformation that your client went through. And if it's in measurable terms, that's even better. To give you an example of what this looks like, I recently photographed a personal branding session for a dear friend of mine named Elle. You may have seen a previous Facebook Live. I've done some of these with her. She's an amazing performance coach. Anyways, she flew out to see me one week, and I photographed her personal branding headshots, and she put them up on her website. She later told me that she got one of the people who came to her event because they saw her headshot online, and she looked so friendly and so welcoming that they just had to meet her. So here's a clear measurable result that Elle had because of her personal branding images. Someone saw those images, it created a connection with a potential client, and that potential client came to one of her events to meet her, to work with her, and that's huge. And so now I can use that testimonial when I want to photograph more personal branding sessions. The next thing that you want to have in your what makes a good testimonial is to actually include the experience. Now, this is where most photographers will fall under. We are all about creating an amazing, confidence-boosting, awesome experience for our clients. So when we are able to get our clients to share that experience in their own words, that's gold. Like, we want to post that every which way because they can sell your service better than you can. So those are the two things that make a good testimonial. So now that we know those, how in the world do we actually go about getting them? The simplest way, in all honesty, is to simply ask. It's not rocket science. You just have to talk to your clients and ask for it. It can be in a simple conversation. You can shoot them an email. One of my favorite ways to do this is I actually have questionnaires that I send out during the life cycle of my client. And so at the end, I send out a questionnaire, and the purpose of this questionnaire is to get testimonials. So I just simply ask them, if they wouldn't mind answering it. And, usually I haven't had it, like, if you provide a really great service to your client, they're going to be so eager to leave you a testimonial and to help you out because you've given them a lot of value already. So I want to give you, two questions that I use on my questionnaire that get really great testimonials. I have a whole bunch of questionnaires that I send out. This really helps me in terms of market research and being able to connect with my client, more so, and getting more amazing clients. But I can't share everything right now, but I would love just to share these two questions that have gotten me really great testimonials. And they're so simple. Like, you guys can go ahead and start doing this right away. So basically, I send them a questionnaire. I use 17 hats to do all this. But basically, one of the questions is, before my photography session with Heather, I felt ... And so my client fills in the blank. And basically, this allows me to set up the response that I want. So instead of a client, sitting there going, I have no idea what to say, like, I don't know what to write here, I'm basically setting them up. I'm helping them get the answer out. And this is, really key. And I'll show you just in a minute what this looks like. So basically I say, before my photography session with Heather, I felt ... and they fill in the blank. Normally it is negative emotions here. Like, they feel anxious, they feel nervous, they're a little bit unsettled about being photographed. They might feel insecure about that extra weight, any number of negative things, and they just fill in the blank. The next question is actually, after my photography session with Heather, I felt ... and they fill in the blank. And this is filled with happy, positive responses right here. Usually more about, how amazing and confidence boosting and, how they love the images they got. And so basically what I do is I smush those two questions together, and I have a really great testimonial that shows the transformation that my clients went through. And I want to go ahead and share one of the, what this looks like. So I'm going to pull that up and I'm going to read it to you if I can find it. I had it up. Okay, here it is. So this, I use this method with another personal branding client, and this is what she said. Before my branding session with Heather, I felt totally ununique and unbranded. But after my session with Heather, I have a way to show who I am and what I have to offer. I now have the images to connect with my clients online. When I look at my photos, I feel amazing. Heather is a dream to work with. I am more empowered and driven in my business. Invest in your own branding session. It is money well spent. So clearly, that's an amazing testimonial. Carrie, if you are watching, thank you for that. So that's what the beauty is of having fill in the blanks, where you can basically set up the testimonial to be what you want it to be. So that clearly shows the transformation my client with pre-branding session with me and post-branding session with me and what they got out of it. So there you have it, guys. I mean, testimonials are so huge when it comes to marketing your business and getting more people in the door. If you've got nothing else from this, just, start using the words that your clients say, start getting testimonials and put them everywhere, and people will be more likely to reach out to you, to inquire with you, to book you, because there's that social proof online and in your emails, in your marketing material. It's social proof that you are amazing, that you have a great service to offer, and it's going to make it that much easier for them to buy into whatever it is that you are offering them. So I hope you guys like this. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to check real quick to see if you do. I actually did also want to share, if you want more marketing help, I actually have a masterclass this week that I'm hosting. The link in the masterclass is called 5 Marketing Mistakes to Avoid in Your Photography Business. And again, this is because I did everything wrong when I first started out, and I learned from those mistakes what not to do to create the 6-figure business that I now have. And so that masterclass is all about those mistakes that you want to avoid and then what to do instead of those mistakes. So if you want to register for that, the link is somewhere in the comments section, depending on where you're watching this. It might be to the side or down. I don't know. Just look for that. And then also, as I mentioned earlier, I do one-on-one business coaching for other photographers. I actually have 2 spots open right now. It's a great program, and there's a lot of transformation that happens in it. So if you are a photographer who knows you need a little bit more help, maybe some hand-holding, maybe you need that more accountability to take your business to the next level, go ahead and click the second link. It's really clearly written out in the comment section. So just go ahead and click the link that, where you can apply for an interview call with me, and we can hop on the phone. We can talk about your business and where you are now and where you want to be and how you can actually get there. So that's what I have for you guys today. Let me know what you think about testimonials or about marketing, or get registered for that masterclass, or sign up for that interview call with me if you want a little extra help and actually finally feeling like a legit photographer, getting your pricing nailed down and getting more bookings. I would love to help. But I'm going to let you guys go for today, and I'll talk with you all later. Bye.